Hey, I just wanted to pop in here and show you guys how to use this dashboard. Okay, so this is your main page here. If you scroll down, you're going to start to see categories of videos that we've made. Okay, so we have an intro section, our foundational concept section. Okay, I recommend this is where you start. These two sections, knock them all out. This is where you're going to get all the very foundational basics of everything that Jill and I believe and work on with our clients is in here, and it's going to set the stage for the rest of the videos. So, for example, you check those out, and then you go into rib cage, hips, foot and ankle, and especially this clean it up section. Once you're in there, this is where you're sort of taking those foundational concepts and you're applying it to real-time movement, real practical movement that you would do with your clients. Okay, we talk about co-contractions. We have an entire practical application section, so more practical application, plyometrics, hypermobility. We have full classes in here. You can do entire full exercise sessions with us. You can also do case studies with us, okay, where we take a client through an entire online evaluation and assessment, okay, and some presentations that we've done in the past. Now, this is a ever-growing list, okay, so we will be adding to these categories. We'll be adding new categories. We'll be expanding on this as we go along, and we would love your suggestions as we do so, okay? In addition, you can also find all these videos on the left-hand side, okay? So you can see this sidebar here. This is a little drop-down menu. Okay, so I can find different videos that I want to look at here. So say I'm in foundational concepts and I'm watching the video on tension, okay? And I'm like, ooh, that was good. Want to save that, make sure I know where that is, okay? I can go over here, add to favorite. I'm going to press on that. I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and then I've got a favorite saved now. Okay, and I can continue to add to these favorites. So instead of having to find where something was, I can just have this scrolling favorite, kind of like a Netflix category where you can go and find the ones you like. So maybe I'm in clean it up and I'm like, oh, let me do spine flexion. Okay. And I'm like, oh, there was an exercise in there I really liked and I want to remember where it is. I want to make sure that I add that to my favorite and now I can remember. Okay. And with all of these categories and exercises, you're going to see a short snippet here of text telling you what's in that video so you know what to look for. So now when I go back to my dashboard, now I have two favorites in there. You can continue to add to those. You can also unfavorite them if you want to switch them out and put other ones in there. Okay. You can also search. So if you go up to the upper right hand side and I'm like, what do they have on hip abduction? Let me see. Okay, so now I'm going to find all this, wherever we use hip abduction in the talk, it's going to show up here as a key term. So you can go ahead and, okay, lateral shifting of the pelvis. Okay, and so now we got another video. Okay, so that's just an easy way to cut to what you're looking for, okay, what you're interested in. So go back to the dashboard here. Okay, there's also an announcement section. Right now, we just have a welcome thing in there, but if there's any announcements, we'll throw it in there. We also have on the right-hand side here our call dates. Okay, so all of our live calls will be listed here. They'll all be at 10 o'clock in the morning. They will all be on Tuesdays. The link for the live calls is just above it. If I click on link for live call, it's going to bring you to the Zoom link. Okay, so really easy way to find that. And then we also have a community page here. So if I go up to visit our community, you're going to see our coaches corner. Okay, this is where you can pose questions to each other. You can ask us questions. You can introduce yourself. So over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see we have a couple different threads here. So introduce yourself. This is where you can put things in about yourself. Okay, so now I have a little prompt here. Who are you? Where are you from? What's your name? What kind of clients do you work with? Okay, why'd you join Elevate? What do you want to try to get out of it? What are you most excited about? Okay, so go ahead and just share a little bit about yourself there so you guys can connect with each other. And then we have another thread here, Q&A and peer support. Okay, where you ask questions, troubleshoot with each other, like talk about, client cases that you're having issues with, whatever it might be, that can go in here. So you have separate areas where you can put different questions and different community threads in there. Okay, so really great feature there with that. So everything you need is on this dashboard. Okay, so all your videos, your community, your live calls, your questions, your Q&A, your announcements, everything's on here. I really hope you guys enjoy this. It's going to be awesome. So we're just so excited to bring this to you, and thanks for being here.